Yes, Chelsea fans, some transfer news, some outgoings. We have some players that exited the football club as of yesterday and day before. Right? This is a quick transfer update. You know we have to make room for new signings to come in, and so the old set have to leave. Right? We don't necessarily have to sell to buy players. We just have to make room, right? So this is a quick transfer update. Armando Broja has officially left Chelsea Football Club, signed a contract with Burnley. Yes, he has officially left Chelsea. No loans, no obligation to buy, no option to buy. A straight deal. The fee was undisclosed. We don't know how much it was for, but we know Chelsea wanted something around 25 million. That was the evaluation for Armando Broja. So Burnley, I don't know if Burnley paid that or they came to some agreement with the pay some base fee and some add-ons probably in there or whatever is the case. But Armando Broja has officially left Chelsea Football Club. That is good for him. Hopefully this guy could go and try to really kickstart his career somewhere at a lesser club, and then probably he could come up. Or probably, something. Hopefully Chelsea put some kind of buyback clause or buyback fee or something like that in that contract. Next person who left, but he left on a loan, is Marc Guiu. Yes, Marc Guiu left the other day to go to Sunderland on loan. Sunderland are doing a madness over there. They're buying a lot of players. I hope Sunderland doesn't get in the same situation as Burnley and those other, not Burnley, sorry, Nottingham Forest and those other clubs where financial fair play hit them so hard because they came up into the Premier League and they were, trying to form a team and they got hit with some financial difficulties because they didn't really finish where they wanted to. So Marc Guiu to Sunderland on loan, no buy option, no obligation, no nothing like that, right? Chelsea believes in this player, but I believe Chelsea are just doing this to let the player get some, experience and mark for his market value to go up so you could flip him in the future. That's what I believe this is, right? So Marc Guiu, I don't really think this is a good fit for Marc Guiu. That's my whole take, because Sunderland just might be one of those relegation battling teams, and you know how that goes. Players don't really get much experience from being in a relegation battle team, right? So Marc Guiu, good luck. Season long loan, we'll be watching you, right? Our next player, Inter Milan, has their eyes on Christopher Nkunku. Yes, Christopher Nkunku. Inter Milan, Adama Lukman, or however you pronounce his name, at Atalanta, right? Inter was interested, and they said that if that deal fell through, that they will be looking at Christopher Nkunku, right? I think Chelsea have an valuation of probably like about 20 to 30 to 40 million valuation on Christopher Nkunku. But you know what has happened with these Italian clubs? They don't spend money. They always want some loan, and I'm so fed up of dealing with these Italian clubs, right? So Christopher Nkunku, we heard that Inter Milan reached out to his agent and whatnot to find out what his payment structure, well, not payment structure, his salary now. But Nkunku wages are a little extreme, so is if Inter could pay that. These Italian clubs can't pay a dime. They don't have money. They don't. Right? They don't. Fatimo, this YouTuber, he's an Inter Milan supporter. He supports Inter and he don't even cover Inter. And he said that already, that the Serie A is dead. It is dead. Right? So that's why he covers Premier League and stuff like that. Right? But yeah, Christo looks like he could. I hope this move does happen so we could get him off the book so we could bring the likes of Xavi Simons. That is what is basically keeping back Xavi Simons, trying to get these players out. Christo Nkunku and Raheem Sterling. Raheem Sterling is touted to be heading to Fulham. Well, let's hope that happens. Let's hope they could come in because his value, we put a valuation of 20 million on Raheem Sterling. So Fulham, come on. You all could pay that. But Raheem Sterling and Christo Nkunku need to be realistic. And they need to drop their wages. They need to. They need to drop their wages. So guys, this is a slight update on what it is going on in the transfer market for Chelsea. Chelsea fans, don't feel like nothing isn't happening. Things are happening. The transfer window, we still have like, today's only the 2nd of August. We have a whole month again of transfer window. Yes, it came very early because we were in the FIFA Club World Cup and we got that, you know, that little 2-week window to buy whoever we could buy. And that's how we ended up with Joao Pedro and Liam Delap. Right? So, yeah, it seems a very long time. That feels like a real long time. But yeah, Chelsea fans, this is a quick update on the transfers. Let's see what happens over this weekend. And Xavi Simons hasn't trained with RB Leipzig and isn't training today again. He didn't train yesterday and he's not training today again. So, and certain things already been moving from his socials. So, Xavi Simons could be next and Garnacho. Let's not get into that. But anyway, guys, if you like this video, give this video a thumbs. Subscribe, especially if you're new, especially subscribe. Turn on the bell notification to keep updated on my content. Share the video. Let me build the community. Road to 500K.